I want to start. I don't have a webcam, but I would love to share my own webcam. I just have.
Okay, let me do an introduction though. Welcome to Flow State. This is Taylor, your nefarious, honorable host. I'm here with Ben and Ace. Ben, most of you'll recognize from his channel. Ace is a buddy who's been around TWFP as well as in the background of Flow State for some time. So
C.S. Joseph is a faggot.
that is nicely put, sir.
All right, I just had to put that out there.
So, Ben, Ace, you guys want to say anything about yourself or plug yourself or your channel or anything?
I actually don't want to say anything, but I'll do it for the people out there. I'm Binyamin Tsadik. I have a YouTube channel, and I'm an ISTP, so identify with ISTP.
Ace, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Ace. I've been around TWFP for a long time. I don't have a channel. I don't have anything like that. I don't care to, so that's me.
He also typed incorrectly as an ENTP at first, like I did. But
Happens.
we're all beta STs, and this is very impromptu sort of thing. But I don't know if you guys have seen. Host Eric from Talking with Famous People is back on the dating market.
A little too early, IMO.
And I feel like as his best friend and his right hand and I just feel like he just needs some fucking help, right? So
before I make any decision about women, just ask Taylor first, every single time.
I agree. I mean, that, found out they've broken up. I gave my condolences. Like, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. It always, it always sucks when you break up with somebody important. But then I found out, again, like maybe a day later that he, what was it, a message to OkCupid women, something like that. And I was along the same lines as a lot of the comments, like, really, dog? Like, well, I know, ENTP, I get it, but like, really, a day, like 3 days really, dog? Like, you're not gonna give yourself any time to heal or nothing, just straight back into it? Like, come on.
And I've been through this with him once before when he divorced his last wife and before he met Kim. And so I'm starting to see the same recurring sort of cringe triggers happening again. So I figured this time I might as well just get in front of it and just throw out a few things I've seen him do and my take on what to do better with that. And I'll just kind of start rattling down the list, and you guys can join in as you like. Sound good?
Sounds good, man. I didn't really see any of his cringe stuff yet, but it'll be interesting to check it out now that you said it's there. So.
Oh, it's there, man. It's coming.
Yeah. So Eric likes being in relationships, right? And his sort of the whole Eric
he likes the attention.
Approach.
He likes the attention of being in relationships.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, when he's not in a relationship, he's promptly looking for another relationship. So as just a mindset, I think that entire mindset is fucking wrong. If you're not in a relationship, you don't need to be looking as hard as you can to solve that. That's something you need to be comfortable with. Be comfortable with your single life, have fun, interact with people, and then hope that the right relationship happens if that's what you want. But to treat being single as a problem that needs to be fixed, one, it's wrong. Two, it's fucking wrong, and you'll find yourself. He's like on his third wife. I tried that once and learned my lesson. Three, it's unbecoming. right? Because you act like your whole life can't proceed until somebody lets you attach to them, right? So that's the whole wrong perspective.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
need to have
sure.
your life going.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head when you said he treats it like a problem that needs to be solved. It's not a problem. It's not a deficiency to be single. You can be single and you should be okay with being single. If you're not, that points to several very big problems, as in, like, you're not comfortable with yourself, you don't like yourself, you don't feel comfortable being alone with yourself, things like that. But that's how he treats it. Like, it's a problem. Like, oh, God, I'm fucking single again. Shit, I gotta fix this ASAP. Shit. Like, just, like you said, like, just chill out, dog. It's not a problem. It's not a deficiency.
It's a phase in life. Ben, what are your thoughts on being single?
I think it's good. I think it's good to accept being single, like, first of all, but I don't think there's something inherently wrong with looking for someone, because otherwise, if you're just waiting for someone to fall in your lap, you're gonna maybe get the wrong person. Like, if you're actively looking, it's not bad, but I think you should still be comfortable with being single and not look. I don't know. I didn't see the cringe stuff, but it sounds like he's looking like really desperate, and that's maybe more of the problem, that he's like super desperate and putting all the attention there and involving the YouTube community, which is not what he should be doing. He's running a channel, not a dating site for himself.
That's part of, even me being somebody that's very, like, didn't pay that much attention. Just what I did notice was that was a lot of the comments, and what a lot of things that Kim used to say was that she didn't like the fact that he involved the YouTube community so much, like, because he would put
in their personal
everything.
life.
Yeah, he put everything about the personal life on blast.
And I mean, and I don't want to get into that because I've gotten into it a lot.
Right.
My channel, I've already grilled him for that shit a ton. But at the end of the day, it's not my relationship. It's not really.
Right. But to tie that into this, I would say, if I was speaking directly to Eric, it would be like, YouTube doesn't need to know about your
everything.
The other thing is, you want to find someone, someone is not going to, like, the person he wants to find isn't going to want to be exposed right away to YouTube and, like, broadcast to the world. Like, everyone's going to be afraid to jump into his life right now because of the way he's treating dating life. Like, they're going to be exposed.
And the ones who aren't put off by that, I mean, think about that. Who's sitting around watching YouTube looking for the next guy who's complaining about not having a girlfriend anymore? That's a scary person that you probably don't want to get stuck with.
Right.
Yeah. That's also a thing that's kind of scary from a woman's perspective, is any guy that's complaining about not having a girlfriend anymore.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere between, I think, Eric's approach and mine, like what Ben described, I think that I've never sought out a relationship ever in my life. I really haven't. It's always been fine if it happens, and I've certainly found myself in in some shitty relationships. I've been to court more than you guys have, I guarantee that.
Yeah, for sure.
Civil court and criminal, but so yeah, I think that if that's your end goal, that's basically everybody's goal. I never planned to be alone. I just never looked for relationships. So I think being a little bit intentional, but broadly, the point I wanted to get across was just have your own life, have your life going on. Girls want to meet somebody who's got their own life, right? Who's got some shit going for themselves. They don't need another fucking lapdog or something. They need something to take care of. Any thoughts before I hit the next one?
No, I think you got it covered, man.
The other thing, your Facebook relationship status, just get rid of it altogether. So what Eric did is he marked himself single when he and Kim broke up. Then he made these public announcements looking for a girlfriend. Then he was talking to this chick, and they were talking about her flying in to visit, right? She actually did hit him up through.
But what are you talking about? I was gone. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I moved on. My next point is your Facebook relationship status should just don't answer it. Make it private, right? you shouldn't actively interact with your Facebook relationship status.
Yeah, like me.
I mean, and what Eric did is when he broke up with Kim, he changed it to single. Fine. Then he started talking to a girl. Actually, somebody responded to his cries for help, and they were sort of discussing her coming to visit. And then
Wait. This was after the Kim breakup?
yes, this was just today this shit happened.
So Eric was talking about this lady coming to visit him.
He and she had been talking about it offline, and I don't know what happened, but anyway, he changed his relationship status to complicated for this chick who was talking about coming to visit him. And she ended up ghosting him and blocking him and all that weird shit. I don't know. She seems like she's got her own baggage, and it's just...
No, it seems like... possibly, but that seems like Eric is being Eric and being weirdly overcommittal.
Right.
Again.
Well, you're right. Which I do think, yeah, the relationship status on Facebook, you're never ever going to win at that. It's not going to lock somebody in. It was a fucking reward for me. Like, if somebody got to be a Facebook girlfriend, I knew her for 5 years.
Yeah, that's
huge.
Bizarre, man. Like,
the
maybe
people
this
who
is...
check your Facebook status are people who are interested, and you don't want to give them an easy yes or no answer. If somebody's thinking about it, you kind of want to coax them out, you know?
I mean, yeah, but again, to me, it's like, Eric's how fucking old? 45? How old is this man?
Yeah, higher than that.
Yeah. Again, maybe this is just me, but to be completely frank, to keep it 100,000 with you two, Eric...
Pretty high. That's a lot.
Well, that's the percent of truth I'm about to drop.
Okay.
Eric acts like he's in high school. Like he's 18 going into college. Like, this is retarded. Who the fuck acts like this at his fucking age? Like, I'm just being frank here. That's stupid. Like, I haven't updated my face. Like, I had to be asked specifically by my current girlfriend that I've been dating for 2 fucking years to update my Facebook. I don't fucking do that. Like, that's retarded. Who the hell? Why is that an issue? Who pays attention to that shit? Why is Eric so fucking...
It's just never something... It's just never... You're never going to win. If you're looking for somebody, there's no reason to put it. Just leave it blank. Ben?
I had a friend who was in a relationship for a while, and his girlfriend was insecure and thinking that he was going to break up with her every second. And she was asking him why he didn't update his Facebook status like a couple times. And he talked to me. He's like, how do I make her feel more secure? And I was like, well, she told you about the Facebook status. Why don't you just update it? And he did, and she felt more secure, and they're more happy now. So, I mean, there is something to Facebook status. I just don't know what the rules would be if you want to make rules.
And that was beneficial to my relationship. When Katie and I became Facebook official,
right.
I assumed that she felt more secure in her, role in my life. And that's sort of the point of it. But if you're not reassuring your significant other, I don't see... I mean, at this point in his game, there's no reason for it to be on there.
Right, yeah. The other thing is, like, if you just start dating a girl, and then she goes and she runs to her mother and says, I'm dating someone, and she runs to your mother and says, we're together. Basically, that's what you're doing with your Facebook status. You're telling everybody all at once that you're dating, and it's like, well, we're just starting. Like, this is, we're just trying things out. We haven't committed to anything yet. Why are you updating it so soon? Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And it's not all your news to disclose either, but that's never stopped Eric from disclosing stuff. So
it's bizarre that Facebook is the standard for how much it means or doesn't mean to you. Or like,
it's not a standard. It's just a display, and it's a super simple fix. This actually is what gave me even the thought to make this video. Is like, some things like this are so simple. Just go do away with the Facebook status completely. Just don't. I mean, piece of cake, problem solved.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I told my girl for a while, like 6 months. because she would say something like, well, we're not, you haven't even put me as your girlfriend on Facebook. And I'm like, that's nobody's business.
And I feel like
Nobody's
that's
business.
sort of a
That's dumb.
proper place, though, for it. When you do decide to bring it into whatever existence, it's like, okay, fine. Here, we can be super public. I just feel like it's something that needs to be earned if it's going to be there at all.
Oh, I completely agree with that. For sure.
Yeah, so far what you've been saying is basically both problems have the same sort of idea. Keep your relationship out of the public domain until like your partner agrees to join the public domain.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I really don't think that that's necessarily going to be something that we get through there. But I am hoping to encourage him or any other. I don't know if it's an NT thing or what it is, but anybody who's insecure about relationships or sex or whatever, like, to just embrace it and have fun with it and not try to get out of the danger zone. That's just completely the wrong way to look at it.
Yeah, he might blame his polar FI. I would think that's what he would do.
I mean, I've got polar FI,
Right.
so that doesn't work. I mean, and I have. That's why Facebook status was important to us, because I find myself flirting aggressively accidentally. Like, it's just what I do. My FI polar works the opposite direction.
Nice jacks in the background, though, bro.
What's that?
The jack. No, the actual, like, axle jacks in your background.
The actual jacks.
Yeah, they're on the ground. They're right there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, though.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah. ESTP shit, I guess. Yeah. I didn't realize you could see down that far.
Yeah, ESTP shit, I guess.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought completely.
Sorry.
I just remembered my back rotors need to be changed.
Well, with Eric.
You're going to edit this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, God, please, yes.
I will edit it thoroughly or not.
And me, and I'll edit it for you.
I can edit it.
All right, fine. Don't pay me.
If there's anything specifically that ever happens that you guys want edited out, like, just let me know and I'll send that shit.
Not really.
But yeah,
I'm thinking more for the audience, less for us.
Oh yeah. I'll make it more digestible, for sure. But that was a separate thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. With Eric, I've had multiple, again, I've paid attention sort of to his ramblings because he, again, owns the whole TWFP channel, so his ramblings are all that are broadcast.
Why are you justifying it? Like, we're not all drama sluts, low key.
Okay, high key, I'm a drama slut.
Me too.
Yes, but at the same time, I don't want to involve myself because I don't actually want to be involved. As in, I don't want to be called in like, hey, you said blah, blah. I have my own shit to deal with right now.
I remembered another thing that I wanted to talk about too that he does, and that was he started kind of looking through the live stream that I was watching and pointing out, regular people who attend his live streams, and sort of asking about them. Oh, hey, what about you? Hey, Zandy, are you single? Things like that.
Oh, man.
Wait, he asked them if they were single?
That's cringe. That's super cringe.
Which, okay.
You're fucking kidding.
Yeah, and these aren't, I don't know. I like to always go in fresh, starting out. I want to be sexual right off the bat. I don't want to try to crawl out of the friend or acquaintance zone.
Right, you just make it clear what's going. Well, yeah, I mean that's I would say that's the typical ESTP situation. That's what I do. It's like, hey.
I think it's fun. It's important to have fun interacting with people. And if you're just looking for somebody who can solve your problem through rummaging through your current acquaintances, that you've never paid enough attention to know if they're single or not. I mean, don't even ask that. Just do some snooping, I guess.
That's a great point.
So, I don't know. I'm spitting out these points, and they're feeling super obvious.
But if all you can do is stop acting needy, then just stop acting needy, because it's just a turnoff. It's a turnoff to women who want to date you. It's a turnoff to guys who want to be your friend.
It's just the wrong beacon. You're attracting the wrong sort of person on every level, I think.
The only people that get attracted to needy people are people that either prey on that or need it for a short amount of time, and then they'll get their fix of being needed, and then they'll leave you too.
And there's nothing worse than somebody who wants to be needed and then isn't getting needed enough and feels unappreciated, like, oh my God.
Yep.
Well, maybe let's just push back a bit. Like, if that's the kind of person he is, if he's just a needy person in a relationship, like I didn't get that impression from him that he's needy once he has a relationship. It seems more like he's needy to have the relationship, right?
It's very specific to his type, though.
Yeah, but if he's needy also in the relationship, then, I mean, wouldn't you want to attract someone that wants a needy man?
No.
I mean, I suppose you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would disagree.
Look, if you need a babysitter, if you're an orphan and you need a mom, you want to attract somebody who's nurturing. He's got a good point.
Well, that's what I was talking about with to a point. Yeah, needy guys who need a babysitter, so to speak. Yeah, they get relationships to a point, and then the person that they're in a relationship gets tired of that shit.
But there's no shortage of needy people in the world, right? Everybody's needy in some way, including myself. I'm pretty fucking independent, but I do need a lot of attention.
I think that's.
Look, if there's no shortage of people willing to take up attention, time, or care from somebody, right? So if there's a person watching YouTube with excess, nurturing to give, that's not something that should be in surplus. You know, I just think that person, you need to be kind of fucked up to have too much caring to give somebody. Or you're old as fuck and a cat lady.
Whoa.
I guess those three things were what I had from watching part of a live stream today. And what was the last one?
Do you have gray in your beard?
Something about like just.
You have gray in your beard.
You know, Don't look like you're ready to jump on everything that moves, sort of thing.
Taylor.
Yo.
You have gray in your beard.
Dude, so much of it.
How old are you?
I'm 32. That's why I have to keep it trimmed to a number 1, because if it starts getting longer than number 1, like you can start seeing the gray.
No way. You're not.
Anyways, what was that? Don't be desperate, right? That's what you should have been. Okay. Now, and then I'm looking for one that says, don't wait around with acquaintances. Like, you need to meet somebody and be sexual the minute you meet them, basically, right?
Yeah.
Right. You don't want to you don't want to stand up on water skis after you stop moving.
I wouldn't say the minute, but maybe like the second time or something. Like the first time, don't put them off. But, you know.
Right.
I would say when the intention enters your head that you're like, oh, I'm interested in this person. You should move.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just don't be ambiguous. If you're interested, be flirty or playful.
Absolutely. You need to explore that. And if it's somebody that might possibly still be in your like circle of acquaintance or a circle of friends, you need to make sure that avenue is either dead, like immediately. You make sure it's dead, because if it's not, it's just going to be disaster.
Also, on that note, and this may make me sound like a douchebag, but whatever. situation.
Yeah. But yeah, closing thoughts. Like, I don't want to bash Eric at all. Like, I'm sure he's going through something tough. But I think that, like, for me, more is like keep it out of the public zone. Otherwise you're gonna get someone who's gonna want to be in the public zone and be a drama queen in the center of attention, and that's not what you want. Well, I don't know if that's not what I would want, but whatever he wants, like maybe that's his goal. So.
Yeah, and yeah, the point is not to bash Eric. I mean, any bashing is incidental to being helpful. I didn't buffer that much because I've done this with him before. I've made videos trying to stop him from his cringy lady pursuits before. Yeah, I'm gonna edit that probably.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
I mean, you can keep going. I'm just letting you know that if you're building up to something, like, I'm probably gonna edit that.
No, that's totally fine. It's just that's what I feel.
Okay. And really, the point of this is I'm giving him some benefit of the doubt, even though I think that he blames a lot of his personal shit on type. I think everybody does. But I'm the reason that this is more than just me giving him the business in a text message, which I've done plenty of times, is because I think that his plight is relatable to a lot of people, and that this is probably some stereotypical ESTP bro, STP douchebag bro pussy advice that would be useful to people, particularly his audience. I've gotten in debates with people in his audience before, and he's got people that really, take his word. So if this is useful to him, it might be useful to them. Anyways, that's my altruistic wrapping paper.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It makes sense.
I would say something you don't have to edit out. I would say Eric has, he has a phenomenal amount of imagination, creativity, and also drive for this particular subject. Welcome to Enneagrams and the MBTI and stuff like that. It's crazy. That's how I found out about this. He's the first person I talked to about this. He's got a lot to offer.
But I'm not a regular person. The slabs have made that clear to me. The slabs have something in store for me.
If you're okay with having your life public and you're okay with listening to him talk all the time, then Eric might be the right guy for you. He is 6'4". Or 6'5".
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you guys knew that, but the first time
I didn't know that. No, he looks like he's small.
Right, yeah, and I was not. He pulled up in front of my house and stood up.
He crouches so much. He looks like fucking.
He just folded out of this like it was like a cube. It was some sort of a hatchback, and he just kept going. It's like, holy shit,
amazing.
Yeah,
you're good.
And I'm 6'1", but like I was pretty small, So.
I love him to death, but sometimes he frustrates. Like a little brother. I love him, but he frustrates me sometimes.
Yeah, the other thing is, I'm sure he gives relationship advice as well on his channel, right? And
yeah, I've really tried to stop him. I feel like
he's terrible at it. To be honest, he's really good at a lot of things and a lot of advice about a lot of subjects, but relationships is just not one of them. He's just not that good.
I will point out that he is sincerely bad at them. He's not. He's sincerely bad at that shit. He's not trying to dick anybody over like C.S. Joseph, who's just, I think, being intentionally teased.
Malicious dickhead.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch those relationship videos, like I have, looking for little gems, I think that is malicious and
Eric means so well. He's just so bad. He's like, I swear to God, if the dude hadn't been married 3 times and had a daughter, he's like a virgin with 3 ex-wives. It's fucking weird. Oh, dog. It's like, what it weirds me out is that he sort of reminds me of me when I was like 18 to like 23 is like the same way. Like I was super charming, everybody loved me, and then I would get into these relationships that lasted like 3 months max. It was done. Like, I can't handle him. He's just a fucking psycho. He's a lunatic. I'm done. And they would just leave me. Yeah. They'd be like, he's just crazy. He just talks about weird shit all the time and blah, blah. Like, yeah, and they would just leave.
If you could make money that way, that's fantastic.
That's Eric. super charming, superficially, you know, but just not on the long term able to sustain it.
So I guess we focused a lot on like what not to do as well. Like, but so what should someone in this situation do? Like, wait, right? First of all,
You kind of glitching
figure
out.
out who you are. Like maybe, and I know some people even need rebounds, like need someone to pick up the pieces for them, help them figure themselves out right after.
No, I agree with that, Ben. For Eric in particular, like, I would never want to tell him to stop being Eric, so to speak. Like,
Right.
A lot of his charm comes from his, like, the way he talks and the things he talks about, and, you know, his ENT penis. Yeah, like, that is a definite bonus for him. I would never tell him to stop doing that. Absolutely never.
I would say to just, I mean, really shift your perspective around, because he's treating being single like it's an issue that needs to be fixed right now. Somebody needs to just, who wants to help me fix this? Really,
Yeah.
it's like a cry for help. Somebody help me fix this. That's the wrong way to look at it. Just have fun. Like you're gonna be single. It happens. So just, I mean, it's not a problem. It's not permanent.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to be single, and also you should have friends that you can.
You might as well have fun with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I will be his personal pussy coach. I will vet ladies, if you want to talk to host Eric, join the Flow State Facebook group or find me in there somewhere. Basically, send me a selfie, your name, what type you think you are, and we'll go from there. Yeah, see, you are, and we'll go from there. Yeah, see?
Yeah, tone back I know MBTI is like a huge part of his life, but like just ease it back and just let it go forward very slowly at intervals with new women. Like, they're not going to know. Most women don't know about MBTI. They don't care about MBTI. Like, just take it slow.
I think that's his business, really. Like, I don't know what his day job is. I know he has one, but I would look at it as his business. Like, if
all right, fair.
You're in the
unless they approach
industry,
yeah, unless they approach you from that angle. If they don't, then take it slow. But if they do, I guess go for it.
I don't know. I think that if I'm spending that much time making videos and I'm making any sort of a chunk of my money off it that is substantial to my income, I'm going to kind of open with it. It's going to be one of the first things. It's also an easy conversation topic, especially if somebody doesn't know about it.
Well, see, here's the funny part. Here's the funny part is I actually used that back in the day for my part of my conversation. But I wasn't a host on the YouTube channel and such. Like, I would just meet chicks off of wherever or through buddies or whatever, and I would go, we'd be at dinner and blah blah, and we'd have the normal conversation opener. It's just the couple, where you from, what do you do, blah blah blah, and then maybe 15 minutes in the conversation, I'd be like, so have you heard of MBTI?
The other thing is,
I'm with you.
I'm thinking if I was a girl, right, and I was dating Eric, and I would be interested in his channel. I would look at his backlog of videos a little bit, like at least browse through what's going on there, and a lot of like maybe this cringe stuff isn't good to be there. When he finally does find someone, it might just scare her away,
I agree. I think he needs to move some of this to some other.
He's got so much video that it doesn't matter. I think right now I get what he's doing. He's just like creating a record, and it's a weird thing that I wouldn't do with the channel, but it's fine. It's his thing. I don't think he needs to worry about that. There's just too much material for somebody to try to dig through, or you're not going to trip across the cringe stuff.
Could be. But not if he keeps piling on this shit on the top of his channel constantly.
True story. I had the Kansas Bureau of Investigation had lab technicians going back through old Talking About Famous People footage when I was an active defendant. There's that much shit on that channel. it's wild. But yeah, I think that if he just smooths it over going forward, I don't know. Nobody needs to cover up the fact that they were awkward or were cringy. You know, just we've all been cringy. That's how you learn to not be cringy.
Well, yeah, but like you don't say I'm cringe. No.
Plus, like you said, his cringe. There's a certain part of his charm that is Eric to that. You know.
Yes.
So.
I think you should get on Tinder.
I think that would be good advice, but not for Eric.
What do you mean?
To delete old cringy videos, I would take them down.
No, I'm saying Eric should get on Tinder.
Oh, I do have a Tinder account. Yeah,
hit him with a 35 plus women. It'd be great. Again, women love hearing about MBTI.
I've heard plenty of fish is good too.
Yes, that one too. Absolutely.
But yeah, I've used the MBTI thing too, because you wait until it's not awkward and you kind of have her figured out. If you've got like an ENFJ and you can start telling her about herself.
Correct.
Yes. Air five.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Ben, have you ever used MBTI to pick up a chick?
Never, no.
Don't lie to me, Ben.
Are you lying, Ben?
No, never.
Oh, he's lying.
You should try it.
Look at him. Look at him. He's lying.
Ben, how long have you been in your relationship for?
Oh, wow, we're getting into me here.
Correct.
I'm just trying to calculate the likelihood that you're lying like a motherfucker.
No,
well, we can stop recording and I'll tell you some personal stuff.
No, I'm just trying to get into your personal life.
Okay, I am gonna wrap this up. I don't know how much space I got on this fucking phone. Any last thoughts? Go.
Eric, I love you. Good man. Just chill it out and you'll be okay.
Ben.
I'm with you. I love you, man. Also, you know, if you need a friend, you need to talk, you need to hang out, invite me on your channel, come to my channel. We'll have a good time.
We're all here to support you, Eric, and we all love you like a gay uncle.
That's right. I'll touch you in the bathroom. Sounds like a plane's going off right by my ear.